Well,
hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Turnstiles Podcast. My name is Matt.
I was literally about to reference Caddyshack with, well, we're waiting.
Sorry, Nick. Who are you, Nick? Would you like to introduce your name fully?
Yes, I am Nick. I am Matt's friend. I am a schmuck who hasn't seen as many films as my friend Matt here, so I'm just here dragged along against my eternal will. Help.
And honestly, you're just a great person to bounce off of.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
the
much.
thing.
We just knew each other since middle school, so we do have the chemistry and whatnot.
We take that chemistry and we apply it further. Now, here's the thing. I'm sure you're all wondering, if you were a regular listener of the podcast, what took us so long to come back? Well, the answer is a lot of things, and I'll try and keep it short. I promise I will. Okay.
You won't.
Let's see. The last episode we recorded that got released was in November of 2021. It got released in March of 2022. There was going to be another episode, but...
We recorded 3 years ago?
No, actually recorded that. The last episode we recorded was 2 years ago, and we just... I didn't really feel it, so it got scrapped.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we'll leave it at that.
I forgot.
And the only reason we never got back to doing it again is because I was working on a movie called Wrong Place, Wrong Time, and Nick was working at undisclosed park of choice.
I'll live in my life. I get paid.
That's true.
I make money. And I spend that money recklessly on guitars.
And I think life in general got busy, so the reason I decided let's do this again is I kind of miss doing this. It was kind of fun. And I've been doing things, I've been making projects, I've been kind of editing faster, not like sloppily, but I was able to get stuff done faster. I'm like, why couldn't I do the podcast as fast? How come it took me from November to March to get the one episode out? And I have a feeling that I guess distracted myself too much.
Matt,
so with that in mind...
You still have episodes of undisclosed new series of yours for YouTube unreleased.
Oh my god, the dumb zone, right.
Oh, we're allowed to say it?
I don't care. That stuff we can say, yeah.
Okay,
like
okay.
I have a barrel of things that are unreleased, and let's just be honest.
Yeah, you see what I mean when it comes to the editing thing?
Oh no, I know. I think it mostly comes down to motivation. This will be different because this will be easier to do.
All right.
Especially since we're moving on to the first section.
All right.
Today we're doing movie talk, and movie talk is literally what it sounds like. We're going to be talking about a movie, and today's movie is the Amityville Horror from I'm going to say it clearer. The Amityville Horror from 1979.
Horror.
It's just, exactly, that's my problem. It sounds like whore. I'm sorry. The word horror is hard to say.
Amityville Horror.
The Amityville Horror.
Matt, where'd you watch this at?
I watched this, well, let's just say it rhymes with Cornhub.
Ah, yes, the best sites.
Honestly,
for your quality entertainment.
There is probably a porn parody of the Amityville Horror called the Amityville Horror.
If there isn't, Matt, we need to get on this. We need to make money.
I need money. Yes, I love the idea. We just need to find a woman who will. We need to find a potential porn star, and we have to be very polite. Okay.
Yep.
Let's
see. We need sleazy people and a very sleazy special effects person.
Exactly. Fantastic. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So I watched the original. And I'm just going to start with the things that I liked about the film. Keep it simple. And we'll go over it together. Did you write it down too, Nick?
I just wrote down... Yeah, the thing I wrote down was movie is mid.
Really?
It is very, very mid. The characters are... Yeah, here's what I wrote. Yeah, I wrote down 3 bullet points because I kind of slacked off and I'm an idiot.
Hey, it's okay. Honestly, I like this.
I wrote down movie is mid, characters are idiots, and there's no resolve. There was, no real resolve to the whole thing.
Well,
it just kind of here's the end. Goodbye. Get out of the theater. Go home.
Okay.
See you later. Thanks for the money.
Let's break this down then, I guess. Okay. You're right. The two main characters of George and Kathy Lutz.
Yeah, George and not George.
Yeah, George and Kathy. They're not bright. I mean, really, when a priest, a nun, and the real estate agent and all their friends and everybody are creeped out by the house and won't go near it for whatever reason, they don't seem to... And when all this weird shit's going on where George has become an asshole and he's always chopping firewood because he's always cold, and and suddenly flies appear and their daughter is talking about someone named Jody or something, Nobody's asking questions. Nobody's
but don't you know Jody has gone far away?
Jody's on a vacation far away indeed. Nick, it just occurred to me. It's like the Eddie Murphy thing from Delirious. Oh, this is a really nice house. Get out. Too bad we can't stay.
Good.
Yeah, it's like here's the thing. I liked it more than you did, I think. I actually didn't think it was mid. But it could just be that I'm more forgiving. That could be it.
Fair enough. I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little more harsh on things, but I just found the film just to be mid.
It probably helped that I amused myself.
I just said, a nun, a priest, literally anyone with a 5-mile radius, and also, Georgine, like like a blob or like a whole like this black vein of death, like under like in the basement, and you think, nothing's wrong. I'll just keep on living here.
There's a whole room that's painted red. And there's demons and all kinds of other shit.
It's like, that's perfectly normal for this household.
Yeah, no, this is normal. Black tar in the toilets. No, that's fine. That's normal. Venom. That's Venom. We
are Venom.
Eddie. We are a toilet now.
Apparently,
that's a reference. Anyway. It's funny because I will say I thought the performances from both James Brolin and Margot Kidder were pretty good though.
I was thinking about, when I said like no resolve, I was thinking about more like the whole plot with the priest and whatnot. How it's just like just kind of abruptly ends. Like,
you're not wrong. I will say that.
You see, that's why you go with the whole road no resolve thing. Like, that's something I distinctly remember last year when I saw the film.
And yeah, as you mentioned it, you're right. I do feel like there is no resolution with Father Delaney. It's just like the movie just ends with him on a park bench. Well, I can't see. I didn't do anything, and my car got Tommy Boy'd.
Oh man, I just got Chris Farley'd.
And I'm blind now.
Santa's blind you. Santa's blind you, and you're being robbed by Chris Farley. You are living the worst life possible.
Exactly. I will say I did feel like the atmosphere really worked for the film.
Oh yeah, it had a good atmosphere. I'll give it that much.
It really did. It had the right feeling of a haunted house film.
Yeah, it's like an uneasy sort of thing throughout the whole thing.
I would say so. Yes. It was one of the more fascinating elements of the film, and I will say also I love the design of the house. Yeah, I know it's based on a real house. I don't know how accurate it is to the actual house. I don't care. In this case, I don't think this is a biopic. I think this is just like a horror movie that's really loosely based on truth.
This is not even, like a biopic. Like the thing that happened in the actual house was a lot different. Like it was a boy who killed his entire family and whatnot. No demons and whatnot. Just like straight up evil.
Yeah, no, he just did it.
Yeah.
And also, he probably didn't look like Harry Lutz.
And also,
George.
Also, for some reason, the previous killer looked like George, like him. There's like
a
previous George, basically like what the hell is that about? Like, how's there George 2.0? Is what's his name? Curious. I'm curious about the whole thing. I'm curious about George. I'm curious, George.
I thought that was really weird. I really did. I thought, why are they doing that? Did they really have to do that? Because that doesn't seem like... It seems like a movie thing. It doesn't seem like a real event thing.
Seriously.
Like, really. It's just weird. And I will say the film was... Okay, listen. I'm sorry. I'm going through bullet points. But I thought the film was well structured, I thought. But I got sort of, I guess, not obvious. I liked the score of the film. I thought that was good.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like, it was a perfectly creepy and tense score.
Yeah.
Now here are the things I did dislike about the film.
All right, Matt, lay it on me, because I already went through my dislikes and some of my likes.
Let me tell you what I disliked.
All right, go on.
Those close-ups of the flies. Do you know, it was like watching the Wormy episode of SpongeBob again. It was like that.
So I say, the actual horror part kind of worked on you a little bit.
A little bit. I felt like I was watching Wormy 2.0. Well, actually, that'd be before that episode.
If anything, I count that more as a positive. If you're going for a horror film, you get a little spook in
right.
yourself. Like,
Well, it's on. Here's the thing. This isn't like with some film snobs, or this isn't like Ret snobs where I have positives, negatives. Just because I dislike something doesn't mean it doesn't work or it isn't good.
Oh, okay, so this is just more like something that just messes with your fears and whatnot, which.
Yeah. So I mean, even though I dislike it, it does work.
It's good. It worked on me because I just don't like Whammy, like something like that.
It's like I don't like seeing the faces. It actually creep me out, and that's good. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good creepy factor. Yeah.
I shouldn't say I dislike this, but I did. Some of the editing felt like YouTube poop editing somehow. I can't quite describe like that part in the. Do you remember the beginning when when the real estate agent is showing the house to the Lutzes?
Yeah.
And they cut to the death, the murder thing. And just like, why was it done that way? It's just like all of a sudden they're going up the stairs, cut to somebody getting shot. It's like
because
this feels
why
so
not?
It's just like wow. And then there was like
yes, this is where Zack Snyder got his inspiration for Man of Steel.
No, actually, he probably did. I remember there was a shot. I can't remember where exactly it was, but it was a shot of Margot Kidder, and they don't zoom in, but they it zooms in like. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think how to describe it, but it's like imagine if you did a shot where, like, let's say I shot a shot of you, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I shot you, Nick. No, I shot.
Thanks, Matt. You're not in the will now.
Good. Anyway, we shoot a shot of you reacting. Oh my! Like, and then we shoot that 3 times, and each of the 3 times, I move the camera physically closer to you. Or at the very least, we might zoom in, probably.
Yeah, that seems like some weird ass editing and whatnot.
It's like I half expected to hear YouTube is where the poop is, and then I realized no, this is from 1979. I'm not gonna hear that. And it's not like this kind of editing appears throughout the film. That's the weird part.
Yeah, that's some cocaine editing right there.
You know what it is? It's like, oh god, it's like my limited experience with the French New Wave. That's really what it is. It's not YouTube poop editing.
It's French New Wave.
It's a cinematic movement. It's a cinematic movement that was in France in the 50s and 60s, and it inspired I can't name every director it inspired, but Martin Scorsese was the director that was inspired by it. And like the thing is, the French New Wave editing, I think, is a little more interesting. And
also, George was almost a dick at the end. He almost left the dog behind. That stupid bastard.
Well, you're right. I think even he realized it, and that's why he turned around and ran.
That's why I said
you're
almost.
right. I will say I expected the dog to die for some reason. Like,
also, the dog was the smartest character in the film. He realized, okay, there's something wrong here. There's something behind this goddamn wall.
What is this? Exactly, he's the dog. Harry the dog. By the way, they named their dog Harry. Harry
almost died for our sins.
Harry almost died for our sins, and I'm glad he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous.
He lives to fight demons another day. God bless you, Harry.
I will say, I have to be honest. I think I like you said earlier, Delaney's whole thing. I don't know if he's based on a real person or not, and I really wish they hadn't called it. I wish they hadn't called it the Amityville Horror. I wish they hadn't made them the Lutzes or whatever. I wish they had said, okay, we have a basic idea for a horror script. Let's make it fictional. Let's go full fiction.
If I remember correctly, it wasn't really based off the actual murders. It was based on the book.
Well, yeah, but it was you're right. The murders weren't, but the Lutzes found all this weird stuff allegedly in their house, and all the stuff with the ghosts and everything was written in their book.
They didn't. The dog found out in the film. The dog found out.
Oh, in real life?
Wait, are you talking about real life? I'll talk about the Amityville Horror still.
Oh no, I thought we were talking about. Anyway, all I know is
sorry.
The film. This film is based on a book which is written by these people that lived in the house after the murders.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's the book version. demons.
Yep. Yeah. So I really kind of wish it was fiction, I guess, is what I'm saying. I wish that it was so clearly fiction. Because, one, you could resolve anything. You could have Father Delaney do something. You know, honestly, I have never seen all Poltergeist. I just know what happens to the house at the end. Where it gets sucked into that portal.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wish that happened at the end of the Amityville Horror. That, you know, that Rod Steiger, who plays Father Delaney, he comes in, he killed, you know, he destroys the demons in the house, and then the house gets sucked up into the earth, and then suddenly he can see again. I don't care how silly that may sound. Honestly, that's more of a resolution than, I'm gonna sit on this park bench, and oh, I can't read because I didn't get anything in Braille.
Stupid commie bastards didn't give me anything in Braille.
Again, yeah, I do agree though. Like the characters of the Lutzes in the film were really dumb.
Apparently, in the book, there's one final scene where it just has the movers taking the stuff out of the house, and they have no, supernatural phenomenon happen. So pretty much there really was no resolved in that book.
Oh wow, no ending, fantastic.
Great. However, does Amityville Horror Part 2 in terms of a book?
Yes. And I think there's like sequels in the film, and then there's the remake with Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't have any feelings for or against. So
okay, in the book for Part 2, it still follows the Lutzes. Of course. Let's see, while they're fleeing, they're attacked, they got away. Let's see, they're left by the mother's house for caffeine. They think he's safe. George is still dealing with supernatural forces. They're being followed. Blah blah blah.
Wow.
Johnny, that's like the family. Blah, blah, blah.
There's a lot going on, Nick.
Let's see. They get the Amityville Horror published and have to deal with not only supernatural but skeptics and their line of press. Essentially, like, yeah, you're screwed over for life. Good luck, buddy.
Okay, I mean, hey, now I want to see if there's I think there was a sequel film.
And then Amityville, the final chapter, because apparently this shit never ends.
Look, Nick, at this point, we might as well.
I was right. This shit never ends because after it comes, the evil escapes.
Fantastic.
And then the horror returns. And then the nightmare continues.
And that just never ends.
And we're back to square one. Son of a bitch.
Oh. Nick, they'll be making these Amityville Horrors until they're 90.
Oh, great. And I thought they were milking Jason to death. Woof.
I thought they were going to be milking, like, Wolverine to death, too.
Apparently not.
No, I just wanted to make a reference to Deadpool.
Only Deadpool can do that.
Okay, are there any other movies that we've seen lately that we want to briefly mention?
What's a good like palate cleanser? Like, what's a completely different genre film? Matt, name some films you see this year.
Oh my god, I have Letterboxd. I know you don't, Nick, and I'm not going to ask you to get one because
good enough.
You're not interested in that kind of thing.
Pretty much.
That's fair. That is completely fair. So I've seen a fair amount of films. You know what, Nick? Listen. We're gonna have to admit we're gonna save this for the Fireside chat because I do not want this movie needs to be talked about without a time limit. I gotta be honest.
What film?
I will. I'll tell you. I won't tell you now, but I'll tell you when we get to it.
Alrighty. We'll save that film for a little later then.
Yes, that's right. But I have been watching a lot of films lately. I have a list for
and hell, I've been seeing a lot of films this year, surprisingly. Well, for my standards.
Good. Yeah. I wrote down a list. It's the HBO watch list. HBO Max watch list. And literally, it sounds like what it is. It's me. It's all the movies I have on my HBO Max watch list in a wheel, and I let it pick the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Really easy stuff, to be honest with you.
I'm just gonna type out the stuff I've seen in the theater this year, which is a surprising amount, actually.
That's good. We'll talk about that probably some other time. We'll talk about that in the future. I will say one of the films I watched was RKO 281. What's that? I know, you're wondering, what is that, Matt? Well, RKO 281 is about...
Is that a theater?
No. RKO was a movie studio And 281 is the production number for Citizen Kane. Because this film is about the making of Citizen Kane. It's a good movie. Cool. It's a good movie. I think we should do that for an episode in the future. So anyway, I've seen that. I've seen Game Change, which was about John McCain's campaign and hiring Sarah Palin. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a documentary. It was like a movie. It was like a biopic. So you had actors playing the people. I saw White Men Can't Jump.
You're right. I can't.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but Woody Harrelson kind of could. Okay, that's the thing. It stars Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, and it's a fun movie. I think a major reason is because Wesley Snipes, great actor. Okay, you know what? I think we're done with movie talk for now.
All right,
completely. 17 minutes roughly, which is fine. It's not too long, not too short. Perfect number. Okay, we are gonna do a relatively new segment for the show. It's new in the sense that we haven't done it officially yet. We did it in that scrapped episode under a different name. So, today's new segment is Here We Go Again! Because today, we're talking about projects, things that we want to see reissued. Say, for example, you have a film like The Crow. It was issued on Blu-ray in 2014, and I'd love to see it in 4K. It's out in 4K now. I just need an example, and I happen to see my copy over there. But basically that. So for me, this is where we get into mine. We'll start with mine because it's my show. I would like to see Genesis in Concert be re-released. And not just re-released in its original form. Because in this case, I want them to go back, and I want them to just make a much longer edit. Because the film that audiences got in 1977 was cut down to about 42 minutes. And I want the whole set list and all the songs fully represented. Because that's just how it is for me. That's what I want to see.
He's obsessive.
Well, of course I am. And I have it all planned out. The way I see it, it's a 4K Blu-ray with a regular Blu-ray and then a CD. Or 2 CDs, actually. Because it's a whole concert on disc.
Right.
So that way you can listen to it on a car ride. You could watch the film on your TV. It'll be a great time. And the thing is, it is one of the only examples filmed of their Trick of the Tail tour, the first tour that Phil Collins ever sang lead vocals on. And you still got a fair amount of the early Peter Gabriel numbers on there, but now Phil Collins is singing them. So it would be kind of interesting to have that represented in its best form because it was filmed on film. It wasn't filmed on videotape or something. It was filmed on film. So to restore it in 4K would be great because it would look its best. It could sound its best, especially with modern sound mixing capabilities.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I think so. Now, Nick, I know you have something too.
You're right. And here's the thing. Folks, I'm a gamer for the most part.
Ooh.
I play video games a lot. That's what I usually do. That's my hobby in life. What do you want from me? If there's anything you want, SEGA, I know you never listened to this, but bring anything to Billy Hatcher. Anything. Literally anything at this point.
Billy Hatcher?
Yes. The kid
I know that.
The kid who can roll the eggs.
Yes. I think I vaguely know that series.
It wasn't a series. They only had one actual game, and that's it. And that's on the GameCube.
Okay, I meant to say game. See, gives you an idea of how knowledgeable I am, Nick.
Huzzah!
Look, now, anyway, I vaguely know the one game. It would be interesting. What was the game? How did it work?
It's a platform of sorts.
Okay, so I'd probably like it.
The main character is Billy. He's a boy who, well, pretty much does jack squat until you find a magical egg within the first 2 minutes of the whole game or whatnot.
I love it already.
Yep, it pops open and you're granted the chicken suit with powers.
Wow.
You don't really get. Does it help you jump? No. Does it make it look good? No, it will never get you the ladies. It gives you the power to roll eggs and hatch eggs, which has magical creatures in them. Or items.
It sounds weird, but I love it already.
Oh yeah,
Nick,
it's a weird game, but I do love it.
What they should do, I agree with you. SEGA should re-release it. They should re-release they should remake the game. Or remaster the game, actually. What would be better, remaking it or remastering it? I know, what's the difference?
I don't care. Just give this kid something.
A remake would probably be best, just because you could take the best elements of the original, fix the ones that need fixing.
Oh yeah, there's some elements that should need fixing, especially when you're about. Oh yeah, here's something to do with the egg thing. You can roll them, but however, it also has to jump because you can continuously bounce the one by pressing the A button and all that stuff.
That's really neat.
However, there's sometimes where your egg gets trapped on the ledge and you just kind of fall and you can't really get up there, and it's kind of annoying. Especially in the last world of the game. So essentially,
it's not you want to make it easier, you just want to make it play a little more
less. Essentially, cut the jank out a little bit.
Make it less janky. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
It's really just give. And I'm not trying to say make it easier. It's just
I totally understand.
Just give some more polish.
Cut the jank. I get it. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's really it.
I mean, listen. Yeah, I think. I don't think you need to explain anymore. I think I explain my thing. You explain your thing.
Yeah.
I think we're done already.
That's really it.
We're done already. And I'm not going to force us to stay here all night long. Okay, it's time for everyone's favorite part. We can cut loose again. It is the Fireside Chat.
Or we just kind of go nuts on this thing. Wow, this is a short podcast.
What?
This has been a short podcast today. It
might be long. You never know.
True.
So Nick, since we're here, we watched the Amityville. Did you rewatch the Amityville Horror?
We didn't watch it together. No.
Well, no, we didn't watch it together, but did you rewatch it?
No.
Okay, fine. I watched it for the first time yesterday.
So yeah.
Anyway.
And honestly, I still remember, enough. Movie is mid, characters idiots, no resolve, done.
You at least remembered enough of it to get through. That's good.
Pretty much. I remember the small, minute details that's that's enough for me.
The reason I mentioned that is because if you were looking for it on HBO Max, and yes, you'll notice I'm saying HBO Max.
Because Max is the name of a person or a dog.
Exactly.
And not a cat. The weirdo.
On HBO Max, one of the strangest things is that the way they sort names... They don't sort it like a computer would.
Mm-hmm.
No, they actually don't. I'm sorry. They do sort it like a computer. See, the word the is an article.
Apparently.
It is. So if you're putting something in alphabetical order, you ignore the word the. So let's say you have the Amityville Horror, the Cat in the Hat, the Crow. You wouldn't put it under T. You would put Amityville under A and the Crow and the Cat in the Hat under C.
Mm-hmm.
On HBO Max, they put it under T. So I remember one time I was looking through their whole library, because I'd like to do that sometimes, and I'm like, where's The Dark Knight? They own the movie. This is a Warner Brothers streaming service. Why isn't one of their movies on there? And I keep scrolling, and I get to the T's, and I'm like, wait, the... You son of a bitches. You sons of bitches. You put... So I see, The Dark Knight is under T. For some reason. So that means also Dark Knight Rises is under there too, and it's like...
Yeah.
So, all I keep thinking is, why... Basically, I'm wondering why it's done that way. Why is it under T? It seems like a weird thing. Alright, so I have all the topics listed, so I know what we're talking about. Okay. HBO Max. The name. I want to talk about the name. Because, seriously... Okay, let me not do the hyperbolic cursing, the whole, oh, look, this is assholes, all that stuff. It's ridiculous.
Young man yells at computers.
Exactly. That's becoming my thing, and I don't want that. Okay. All I'm thinking is, why did they decide to change their name? Because HBO is a recognizable brand. Everybody knows what HBO is.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have HBO.
Yeah.
So why they decide to cut the name and call it Max, I don't know. Because as you said, it's the name of a person or a dog.
And not a cat, you sick weirdos.
Exactly. You can't name your cat Max.
Why? Because I say so. It's under my law now.
I mean, listen, it has to be the name of a dog because I'm just thinking the Grinch has a dog named Max.
A dog had a name?
Yeah.
Huh. Because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah. But, really? You didn't know?
Honestly, I just didn't pay attention.
Okay then. Fantastic. Now we know.
There's Grinch, little Susie Who, the
Little
small child
Cindy Lou
of
Who.
Whoville. And that's
anyway,
it.
Nick. Okay, so basically to me, the HBO Max, it should be HBO Max. And
oh yeah.
Also I call Twitter.
I don't care what the hell Twitter's called. I don't even like Twitter to begin with.
I actively call it Twitter because X, it's a dumb name anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make any, it's a terrible name. X. Really?
It didn't
That's
it didn't mark that spot.
Exactly. And the dumb thing is, I think somewhere, some people have joked about it, I think, really, but like, I think he wanted to call like Twitter videos, like X videos, and I'm like,
ooh my.
Sir, that's a taken name.
That's already a thing. And he's not gonna like it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do, but anyway,
Matt, keep the horny out of yourself for the moment.
Listen, I gotta tell you, when I saw Don John, which is a film about a man who has a crippling porn addiction.
So pretty much 90% of Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. I sat there and I said, "Oh, I know that site. And I'm like, I didn't actually say it out loud because I...
Yep, seen that one. Seen that site. Ooh, I seen that site.
Exactly. That was not... Some of it I didn't see, some of it I did see.
That should be just more like a cry for help at that point.
Yeah, it probably was. I don't peruse that many sites now in general.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm older.
You want down from like 40 to like 3.
Like, yeah, anyway.
I got better.
I did get better. So, Nick, we were doing a thing in the podcast where we talk about our favorite albums. Like, what is your favorite album at the moment?
Oh, boy. Favorite album.
And it doesn't have to be like of all time or anything, because that can change. It always changes. There is no of all time, really.
Like,
so, like...
I tried to find what albums do I like in general? Like, what's something I could talk about?
Well...
Man, why don't you go first? Why not?
I mean, my goodness. For one thing, I will say I have been listening to... We could just talk about that. Music in general.
Yeah?
I would say I've been listening to a favorite album. I have a bunch of compilations now.
Alright, Matt. Let us know what you like.
Alright, I have Huey Lewis Collected. It's Huey Lewis and the News Collected. It's a 3 CD set. And I got it because I wanted some of the early first albums. And I can't get the first album physically on CD. I want a CD. And I wanted to have some of the songs. And one of my favorites was on this collection. And it was good to have a great overview of their career that wasn't just this one CD. So it's got like everything. It's got like, it's got Back in Time. It's got Do You Believe in Love? It's got Trouble in Paradise. Do you know that one?
I think I heard it by name.
This is the best part. It comes with 2 versions of Trouble in Paradise.
Ooh.
A live version that was used on the We Are the World album, and the original version off the first album.
Ooh.
Which is great. I wish compilations did that more. I'm going to say it. There needs to be a new Cheap Trick compilation.
Oh, yeah.
One that includes the studio version of I Want You to Want Me and the live version. And don't include any other track from that album. Because put it this way, if I want to just listen to the live version of the song, I want to listen to just that. I don't want to have to listen to that and like, oh, wow, the audience gets cuts off abruptly because it's supposed to segue right into another live track.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why that happens, but like,
yeah,
the authorized greatest hits does it.
It's supposed to go.
Yes,
it's supposed to go into like this next song is the first song on our new album.
Exactly.
It just came out this week, and the song is called "Surrender."
Yeah, right.
I listen,
and that's
you can
on
tell
the
how,
album.
You can
And
tell
that
how much I
depends-
listen to that song.
A lot. It's a good song. It's a good song. That
Damn right.
recording is great, amazing. You know, Nick, that's an interesting thing. There are different versions of those concerts out there. There's like, that's the cool part about these type of things. That there's there's the original release, there's a re-release, there's the expanded re-release, there's the box set version. That's always interesting. So speaking of Cheap Trick, I have the Essential Cheap Trick, which is it's a 2 CD set. And the one thing that annoys me is a couple of the songs are live. Not like with I Want You to Want Me and Ain't That a Shame. Those two I'm fine with. It's the other live. It's like they have live performances from the 90s. And but they're in the spot that the song would be if it were the studio version.
Nice.
It's nice, but also I would prefer having the studio version there.
Oh, okay.
That's me. But anyway, that's another thing. I also have REO Speedwagon, the hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has all the songs you'd ever... Well, I don't know about all the songs you'd ever want, but it has some of them. I've also been making playlists a lot lately.
Matt, you've been doing that for years now. What's different?
Oh, I know, but the difference is that they're everywhere now. There's some of them some of them are on my phone. Some of them are on YouTube.
You better not put some on my computer. I swear to God, I'd be questioning how you get in here.
Exactly. I have a playlist right now. I've called it. It's Robert Palmer songs. Vague title. I know.
The most I know is Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case for loving you.
Yeah, I know that song. I have that song on this list. I have that song on this playlist. I have basically it's 20 songs from the first album his first solo album until Heavy Nova, the one that had Simply Irresistible on it.
Huh. Okay.
And I always have I do like making those single disc album compilations because you'd be amazed how good a single a 80-minute compilation of different hits can be. It's interesting in that sense. So, yeah, I have that. That's all I got in terms of music. Favorite albums. What about you, Nick?
When it comes to albums I love a ton, the Megadeth album, Rust in Peace.
Rust in Peace.
Yep, Rust in Peace. One of the best metal albums ever created. One of the albums are just one of the prime best. Is that how he works? Scored prime best.
I would say the best. Simply prime album. Something
Pretty
like
much. It's the best Megadeth. It's the best Megadeth album. One of the best metal albums as a whole. It's just so freaking good.
I will say, I have a favorite.
Oh, nice.
In general, I have a favorite album. I feel as though I would say "News of the World," Queen, of course.
That's a good album. That's pretty good.
That is a favorite. I think.
Yeah, you got let's see. We are the champions.
We will rock you. We are the champions.
We will rock you on that album too.
Yes, they're together.
I thought that was an album prior or something.
Nope, they are both on the same album.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't.
And they actually, "We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions" opens the album.
Oh, cool.
So there you go. Sheer Heart Attack.
Oh yeah, Sheer Heart Attack's probably it's probably one of my favorite Queen songs. I want that.
Great song, great album too. We'll get to that someday. Spread Your Wings. Yes, Nick.
Oh yeah, that was on the album too. That's a good song.
It is. Fight from the Inside is pretty good. It's led by Roger. Roger sings on that one. Get Down, Make Love.
Yes, perfect for Elon Musk's X videos idea.
Yes, exactly. It's just
great. We're going back to topics.
That's typical for us. Sleeping on the Sidewalk.
Homelessness.
Who Needs You?
Me.
Fair enough, Nick. And then It's Late.
No, it's not. It's 6:57.
Ah, thank you, Nick. Exactly. And then the last track on the album is My Melancholy Blues.
I got nothing funny for that one.
I know. It's okay. Anyway, the whole album is basically it's not back to basics, but it's not like a Night at the Opera where they went full on with like multi-track like
it's like there's some operatic things, but there's also more back to also they consider more the basic stuff, more than the punchier rock stuff.
It's scaled back. It is basically more of a base. It's a lot simpler than Night at the Opera or Day at the Races.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's meant to be played live.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it was, so that's a good thing. Anyway, Queen, I think,
And also, can I get, back to the Rust in Peace thing? Considering that was kind of
exactly.
Short side.
That is good. Go ahead. Go into it. Go track by track if you want. I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to go on track by track in this case.
Good.
Anyway, Rust in Peace starts off with Holy Wars. But Holy Wars to Punishment Due. Holy shit, what a track! It starts with a massive punch. Like, right from the get-go. Easily. And it's also like a two-parter song. First part being Holy Wars, being about the religious war in Ireland back in the 90s and whatnot.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And the second part of Punishment Due is literally about the Punisher, the Marvel character.
Wow.
Yeah. The Punishment Due means a slower but very punchy, very hard-hitting part and whatnot. Going to one of the best solos Dave Mustaine ever did. Just
nice.
Such a good time. Then we got Hangar 18.
I like the title.
Yep, it's about Hangar 18, Area 51, aliens, government conspiracies.
See, that's a good title. I mean, that's a good song concept.
Hangar 18, I know too much. But yeah, here's the thing. This song is like two halves. Like one half's song with structure, verses, choruses, and the other half solos. Man,
I love it.
Yeah, how many solos are in this song?
A lot.
Yeah.
It's like a pepperoni with a side of pizza.
Pretty much.
Which is good. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And it shows the masterclass between Marty Freeman and Dave Mustaine with the guitars and whatnot. Okay, it has 11 solos. 11.
Wow.
I swear to God.
I believe you. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Crazy how that happens, doesn't it?
Oh, it is. It's amazing,
Then we got Take No Prisoners. I actually forgot what this song's about, but really good.
I mean, it sounds like it's about taking no prisoners.
Yep, take no prisoners, take no shit.
A good title.
Mm-hmm. Pretty damn good song.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then we got Five Magics. Excellent song.
I love it.
It was actually based on a book.
Ooh, I'd like to hear that too. Based on a book. Interesting.
Yeah. It was something about the Five Magics. Master of the Five Magics. That's what the book's called.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Poison was the cure.
Man, you know how some people go on speed?
I'm vaguely familiar with the concept, Nick.
Yes. Like, imagine if Sonic the Hedgehog a guitar. There you go.
That would explain the length of the song being under 3 minutes.
Oh, believe me, the first song is just like a bit of a bass part, and then it does the cocaine. Prepare for your right hand to die.
It's Tony Montana's favorite song.
Oof. It is hell to play on the right hand. But
I bet. So track number 6.
Lucretia. I love this song. I don't know why, but I love the sound of that intro. I don't know why. It just sounds so good. And this is one of those songs that isn't really so fast, believe it or not. This one has more like a groove and whatnot.
I like a good groove.
It's a real nice groove and whatnot. Oh yeah, man. I'll say this ahead of time. Dave Mustaine is not the best vocalist at all. Trust me.
I mean, Bon Scott isn't the greatest vocalist in the world either.
Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to say is he isn't the acquired taste. I have to give that warning beforehand.
That's fine.
Even though I'm kind of balls deep in this album and whatnot.
Does he sound the same? Does he sound the same on this album like he does on his cover of These Boots?
I think so.
Okay, then I'll then there
This
won't
was
be a problem.
way before the throat cancer. So
Oh, well, I didn't know he had throat cancer.
yeah,
That's
it was more recent.
I'm so that's.
But hey, he fought it. He won.
Yes, that's good.
I mean, hell, he like at one point he had to stop playing because he fell asleep on a chair. It tipped over, and he lost a lot of movement in his arm. They told him he couldn't play guitar again.
My God.
But yet he persevered with physical therapy and became even faster.
Now there was a movie for you.
Yeah, he deserves a biopic just for how insane his life is.
Just make it about him. Make it about him, and don't worry about anything else.
But yeah, also getting back to the creature real fast, really nice groove, and also I have to keep saying, take a shot for every time I had to mention souls from David and Marty Freeman and whatnot, because good lord, they are good. And just from Marty's clean virtuosic playing to Dave's dirtier playing and whatnot, it's just such a clean transition from one to the other. It is so nice, and the both souls just sound so good. Love this song. It's definitely one of my top 3 favorite songs of the album. That's for sure. Love that song. Anyway, next we got Tornado of Souls. This song's about a breakup, believe it or not.
It sounds like a movie title. Tornado of Souls. Or some kind of character name or something.
Or a book.
Or a book. Oh, well, movies, books, they tell
Either
stories.
way, Tornado of Souls is a freaking awesome name. Let's be real here.
It just sounds like something Sam Elliott should be saying. Tornado of Souls.
Remember, folks, take a shot every time I mention the solos because I have to talk about this one no matter what. It is one of the best solos in metal. Just excellent build-up, and my god, the fast playing Marty does towards the end is it is unbelievable. And also it's pretty freaking hard to play due to the stretch and whatnot. Woof.
Wow.
But yeah, that's all so damn good. It's one of the best out there. Alright, next we got Dawn Patrol.
Dawn Patrol. Like the name. I like the name. It's good.
This is the only song I can actually play from Rust in Peace.
Well, at least you can play one.
And you know why?
Why?
There's no guitar.
Oh. Oh.
It's just a slow bass and drum song that's just more of an intro to Rust in Peace Polaris.
Ah, which is the next track.
Yep, the final track of the song.
The final track of the album.
Yep, the title track and the final track. Go figure.
Yes. You are right.
Mm-hmm.
All
Rust in
right.
Peace Polaris. Not many souls in this one, but holy shit. Your right hand will cry out for help.
Sounds about
when
right.
you try playing this. Damn
Yes.
good song. It's about, Polaris, the bomb. Nuclear bomb, that thing.
Ah, okay. Good to know. I need to look into more things.
Yep. That thing goes through a lot of political stuff.
Oh, hey, it makes sense. Politics is in everything if you think about it.
Oh,
Not even
yeah.
If you think about it, it's everywhere.
Mhm.
And that's not a complaint. It's just how life is.
Yeah, it's like the K-Max video on. It's like every Megadeth song ever. I hate the government.
Oh, yeah, I know that too. I know that channel.
K-Max is such a good channel. I'm glad he's back.
So, yeah, that is Megadeth's Rust in Peace.
Seriously, if you're a metal guy, check this shit out. It is such a good album. I mean, I may not be a good, advertiser on it, but please just do it. It's one of the best albums out there.
If you like the sound of Megadeth, you'll like this album.
And fun fact, this came out in September of 1990. That same month in that same year, Judas Priest released the album Painkiller, and people consider that to be one of the best Priest albums out there, and probably one of the best metal albums. Period.
And Metallica were doing something at the time.
They were not making them one of the best albums of all time.
What were they making?
Yeah, I think they're making the Black Album this time.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that released in 91.
yeah, I thought it was.
I'm not calling the album bad, mind you. I'm just saying it's
I know, but it's not like the best of all time.
pretty much.
All right, so there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, man. What was that movie you want to talk about?
Everybody Wants to Be Italian.
What?
That's the name of the movie. That's the second. So I'm doing this HBO Max watch list, run, and that was the movie that was chosen on my wheel.
Everyone. I'm sorry. Everyone. What?
Everybody wants to be Italian.
This is a film?
Yes, this is a film.
What
Nick.
kind of film is this?
Well, it's a romantic comedy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, so you got this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You got this guy named Jake, and there's this girl. Not girl. There's this lady named Isabella.
Jake and Isabella.
Jake and Isabella, and Jake. See, Isabella left him years ago, and she has a husband and kids. But every year on a certain day, marriage, it's an institute you can't disparage. Anyway, yes.
I couldn't help it. I like marriage.
I don't blame you. Frank Sinatra. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you mentioned that because he's Italian. Did you? You know?
Oh yeah.
You didn't do that intentionally, but you did it. You did it. I
was just making the show Married with Children. Honestly,
fantastic. I mean, listen. Anyway, so Jake. Every year on a certain day, Jake goes to her apartment in a suit with flowers and a ring. He's trying to put their relationship back together. He's trying to get back together with her, despite the fact she's clearly moved on.
Hey, Isabella, I know you're a married woman, but come on. I'm clean down there.
Hey, yo, I know you said you're married, but I love you. Now come down here and give me a kiss, will you? And then, of course, her husband gets pissed, but doesn't beat him up or anything.
I would.
Anyway, he works at this fish shop, and the two guys that he works with, they're like, move on from this girl. You know, she doesn't want you. And the thing is, Jake is so deluded that he actually says that Isabella is his girlfriend still.
Okay, so did he have an IQ of a can of baked beans?
Yes. And there's Marissa, the girl he ends up with at the end. And here's the thing. His friends think that she's Italian. So Jake has to pretend to be Italian. Well, here's a plot twist. She's not Italian, but she thinks that Jake is Italian. So they're lying to each other. What a great fucking romance!
Mamma mia!
It's a relationship built on lies! They should get married, and then they'll cheat on each other, and then the divorce will be the worst thing in the world, and the kids will start crying, and then God himself will scream, "Fuck!"
Think, I didn't get paid enough to do this one.
The thing is, if the characters weren't completely stupid, and it was actually, and I had a good time with it.
Jesus Christ! Like these guys are these people are making the lots look like Einstein and his wife.
This is a stupid movie. I sat there. My mother watched it with me. She's been going to therapy because how dumb it is. I'm kidding, but no. Genuinely, it is so dumb. It's not even fun dumb. There are moments I laughed, sure. I enjoyed some of it. But there are so many moments where I'm like, you freaking idiots. You giant morons. You're so stupid. I have seen dung that's smarter than you.
Mm-hmm. My only two brain cells functioning are smarter than this.
It's just awful. Just so dumb. The dumbest of the dumb.
No kidding. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what kind of film is this? What was this film for?
It was meant for people who like Norbit. Fun fact. There's an actor in the film named Anthony Russell. Mm-hmm. He plays the jeweler.
In Norbit?
He plays the guy... No, Nick. He plays the jeweler in this movie. Everybody wants to be Italian.
Okay.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. Why does he look familiar? I find him in IMDb, and then I see it. He was the Italian guy in Norbit that said, "Someone took a big hunk out of my cake!"
Okay, he's the Italian restaurant guy.
Nick, Norbit has cursed me. I'm stuck with this knowledge. I made you watch it.
Norbit is everywhere. Norbit follows you. Norbit never leaves you. Norbit is life. You will never escape the Norbit. Is life. Rasputia will follow you no matter where you go.
Turkey ass.
All hail Norbit!
All hail the turkey ass.
Where the hell are we going with this?
Nick, I don't think I've ever apologized to you for making you watch that movie.
4 times.
4 times. And I've made Rob watch it at least twice.
Why does he get off easy?
I don't know. Nobody gets off easy.
God damn.
Anyway. Well, this has been fun, hasn't it? Fun, scary.
Fun. The tag takes a tiger away. Fun, down. I forgot the words. Shit.
It's okay, I don't know the words very well either. And I know the song. I listen to it a lot. There was a period of time where I kept listening to the Beach Boys repeatedly. That Greatest Hits album of theirs.
Ah, yes. I love the song. The album Sounds of Summer.
It's a good album. So,
hey, that's what I grew up on for a while.
I mean, for me, I had Thriller. That was my growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And Elvis 30 #1 hits. And, yeah, Queen's Greatest Hits.
So, yeah,
The Platinum Collection.
when it comes to music, well, the first thing I loved was the Beach Boys. And, well, I'm now into the metal scene. But my love for Beach Boys never dies.
Exactly. So, I think this is it. I think we're done.
Yeah. This was an interesting of the Naked Match Reboot Scuffed Film podcast.
I think next episode, the plan is we're going to not worry about the length. I will time it anyway, but if it ends up being 4 minutes, we're not going to worry about it.
If the podcast is 4 minutes, I've been wondering what the hell are we doing?
Oh, no, you're right. I mean, if the one segment ends up being shorter than we expect, live with it.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Well, let's hope this actually comes out this time.